Right, well, I don't know what sort of a video this is going to turn out to be. This is Nairn Park Dean site. So we're at the top end of the camp here. Over there is the sea, behind them bushes and sand dunes. That's the end of the trail up there, and this is where you've got to go. So when we go out tomorrow, hang on a minute, I've got to come all up here. Park Dean, Nairn. Now you too can buy a caravan and have it on here, static. God, what were up with that? Sounded like a damn milk float. Yeah. So all these, you can either buy them or rent them, I suppose, but if you buy your own, it's, we saw it on the sign when we walked out this morning. Hang on a minute. Oh yes, nice little gap there. So to rent it, the ground rent, just to have the caravan here, is £6,160 odd. That's before you even come and sit in it and look out of the window. That's just for your rent for 12 months. Now in comparison, Speyside Leisure Park or Havimore Holiday Park, as it is, it's very similar, not as big, it's well, arguably a nicer place, and according to Ellen it's only £3,400 a year rent. So there's a lot of them. Oh, there's loads of them. Got a map there and it shows all the layout of them all. Now we were here on this site in May 1995 with kids. They were a different place then. Really big business now. Yeah. That's where you don't want to get your caravan, is to a play park. They drive you mad, the kids. Now there is a bit of a problem here when you this is the reception here. So you arrive in your motorhome or your caravan and there's nowhere to park. So you've got to park alongside these parked cars here and hope nobody comes out. So this is approaching the harbour now. Now I'm pretty sure when we were here in 1995, we drove along here.
Oh dear. Yay! Oh, the sea must be down here because there's a harbour down here.
Okay.
Oh, there's a toy shop, look. Oh, an Indian restaurant.
Where?
Slot machines. Oh, Chippy's here, look. You know what to go for Chippy tonight, Daddy?
Okay.
Oh, really? Now big.
Yeah.
Telephone box. This is a Chippy, man. is there.
What? Some Lossiemouth.
Over the bridge.
I can see the sea!
There, look, Vicky, look. All in boats.
Vicky! What? Look! Oh! Wow!
Here we are, this must be it. Look, all these caravans here, look. Beach looks a bit dirty, doesn't it?
This is
That's
so
not the
bad,
beach, is
Daddy.
it?
That's right. This is so bad.
Here we are. Here, look, my holiday park.
What?
We're here, look now.
Yay! Yay!
I'll move this, look. I'll move this shoes.
Good girl! Look!
We'll park up some space here, look.
This bridge is shaky. See it going up and down. Here's Nairn Harbour. Capable of housing 100 boats now. Yeah, I think you could drive along here to get out and drive home, I think. But well, they've changed their idea with that one, haven't they? Well, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go around the other side of this harbour. Yes, harbour spelt H-A-B-O-U-R, but if you're in America it's H-A-B-B-O-R. Oh, let's see that bike brake. Now what's he doing here? So, Nairn Harbour. Yes. Hang on a minute. So we've done just over half a mile so far. It isn't many. So here on the left we have a bronze statue. Let's just have a look at it. So this lady here is known as the fishwife. Fishwife, yes. Very common in them days. Well, with today's women's liberty, they don't even like women being called wives of any description, let alone a fishwife. Oh, now the tide's well in now. Look at that. Right, now way over there is Fortrose Bay, and I did my video 2022, cycled all past there. I don't think you can see that mast because I went past that on the bike, and that right over there is Cromarty, where I finished the bike ride, and I got a tapping noise on the back wheel. There's some big waves coming in here, isn't there? Now I must remember to turn round here, because I don't think it'll float, this bike. Yes, oh, it looks quite sunny over there in Cromarty, doesn't it? Right out there, that's just out to sea, that's nothing there. Right round there, it's Nairn Beach. Through here, over there, that's where the site is. Don't want to overbalance here. Oh yes, and I've got my gloves on. The previous video I didn't have, but I've put them on today because I'll tell you what, it's still not that warm out here. No doubt if I check the temperature it'll be about 20 degrees or something daft, but I don't feel it. So we've got a few motorhome parking points here. £10 a night it is to park here in your motorhome, and you don't come back within 72 hours after. And there's some more just behind me there. Now to get back, we've got to go back the same way here. Yeah, so apparently Americans spell things different than us. Harbour is one of them. They just started dropping letters in words apparently. Drop the letter U in harbour. Which makes sense when you think about it. Yeah. Got this book by Bill Bryson, Mother Tongue. I'll tell you what, a bit of an eye-opener. All the different languages and accents and things has been. Right, now what we've got to do is go back over this yes, apparently simple things like your kitchen tap. So in America they call them a faucet, don't they? But in parts of in Canada apparently they still call them a tap. So if you went there as a visit, there's a big saying, oh, you'll get some hot water out of the tap, not the faucet.
Sorry. You bring that coffee in your biscuit.
No.
He's a bit far away.
No, this is it. Little cycle lane here, I don't know where this goes. Well, we'll have a ride along here and see where it goes. Yeah, I mean, I've watched some of these American programmes where we have such things as buoys out that float in the sea. They call them a buoy. Yeah, buoy. Well, it's spelt B-U-O-Y, isn't it? So, I mean, it looks like it's pronounced buoy, doesn't it, somehow? And yet we just said boy. Them gulls there. Well, this is the proper place for gulls, isn't it? Seaside. So what field's that now? I wonder what they do on there. It's all been mowed and nicely done, I don't know. Well, it was supposed to be sunny this afternoon, but it's not. And it's cold. That's something else that we're talking about, is accents. He says there's a lozenge-shaped piece of land, only about 18 miles by 3 or 4 miles in Oxfordshire, and instead of saying drink, they say sup, like they do up in the north, I suppose. Am I going the right way? Yeah, in Oxfordshire. Get that drink supped up, they say. Oh, I think I've dropped a cod here. I'll go back again. Well, that's a nice little river, isn't it? River. Go on. I'm not sure what it's called. I'll put it on the. I'll find out and put it on the film. Yeah, with lots of words ending in E, like have. Haven't we? Got an E on there, but you don't say havey. He's silent. And words that are spelt exactly the same, but look the same. Yeah. One example he gave was, what was it? The cat with 9 lives lives next door. So lives and lives is right next to each other on this sentence, but yet one says lives and the other says lives. And there's loads of words in the English language like that. Yeah, there is. Like lead and lead. Now I haven't got up to anything like ooze and oose and why loose. Loose is L-O-O-S-E and lose is just L-O-S-E. Now to me that's wrong. He calls them problematic words, these. I can understand now. I'm only about halfway through the book. It's a bit mind-boggling at times when you're reading it, but I'm getting on with it. I'm not doing so bad. Cycle route 1, this. Sustrans. Well, I know that the A9, the A96 is on this side. I mean, for all I know, this could go on for miles and miles. Where could it go, this? Yeah, along the river. Is it the River Nairn? I don't know. I'll call it the River Nairn, eh? Now I've had a moan about these gears on this bike. I mean, I'm in the 9th gear now and I'm pedalling quite fast. I'm only doing about 13 miles per hour. Town centre. Well, that sign could do with a good wipe over or something, couldn't it? So look at that one up there. Camcorder, 9 miles, Inverness 23. Harbour half a mile below. Well, let's go this way. Cyclists give way. Yeah, I tend to keep it in this 9th gear all the time. Which ways? Which width? I don't know. Well, let's follow the river here. Yeah. Apparently Chinese is a bit difficult to read, as you've probably gathered. Because he said there are that many symbols in the Chinese alphabet that if you had a typewriter with every one of them on, it'd be the size of 2 ping pong tables shoved together. It'd be gigantic. This is why the Chinese really speak English, a lot of them. because it's an easier language, but it can be painfully confusing. Like what and which. Yeah. Get some questions on the chase like that. What Prime Minister was in power in 1956? Well, to me that sounds like it should be which Prime Minister. Because if you went up to somebody and said, what are you doing? It doesn't sound right if you say, which are you doing? You wouldn't say which are you doing, would you? It's what are you doing? God, I don't know, I've rambled on about some things, don't I? But things like this tend to confuse me. Well, I'll tell you what, I hope I don't get lost here. Well, mind you, as long as I'm following this river, I should be alright, shouldn't I? All I have to do is go back. Well, I don't know. You see, she said to me, Ellen, why don't you go a little ride on your bike and do a bit of filming? I don't think she had any idea that there'd be a little track like this. She could have been out with me on her bike. The trouble is, we're going tomorrow, so we won't have chance. Well, this probably goes quite a long way. That when my back tyre going over something, then that's funny noise. Hey. Oh. Hey. Well, we spoke to a few people here, and I don't think hardly any of them have got a Scottish accent. You have a job finding anybody Scottish in Scotland sometimes. But there, yes. How are you? Yes. Yes, it's jolly nice here. Well, maybe not as English as that. Yeah, that's where I got the thing from with the dog in the last video that I said. Where did the word dog come from? Because they just used to call them hound at one time. I mean, when you think about it, they've gone through a lot of trouble to get all these different dogs, different breeds, all pedigrees, and now they're doing the best to mix them all up again. Got cockapoos, cavershons, cocker Yorkies, are they? Yorkie cocks, I don't know, shitty poos, you name it. Yeah, labradoodles. Yeah. Well, this could go on for a long way, this. I wonder, I mean, I shall have to have a look on the map after to see where this river goes. And I'll show you at the end of the film. Well, I'll go a bit further, it's narrowing in now. I'll even change out of that 9th gear. I'm a bit narrower now of this. Oh, she didn't like this, Ellen. Better not tell her, eh? She'll be dead sick. I mean, I keep thinking about this bike, you know. Look at this now. What's happening here with this? What the dickens is going on here now with this path? It's disappearing. No. Oh, no. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is the end of the road. Well, it's just started raining. Now here's the thing, you know. I'll finish the video here now, I think. it's raining. Yeah, so I'll finish the video here. And another thing he's got in his book, which is interesting, that the word goodbye is a shortened version of God be with you. So I'll finish the video and say to you all, God be with you. See you on the next one. I've been cobbing it down here, throwing it down with rain, but it stopped. Now, there's a woman turned up in a camper van there with a big dog, and I reckon on a mattress scale it'd be like us having a horse on board. How is she managing with that big dog on board that little camper van? Amazing. Now T-Bay services. Now when they brought this style of wipers out years ago, I thought, how ugly are these? Right, they're putting them on cars, everything. I thought, well, perhaps they're a bit better than most. But this is on a 5-year-old motorhome. They've had a pretty easy life. Look at that, I've just had to cut that off there because it would. So I've just got flat rubber there. It's forecast rain tomorrow. This one, see that, and that there, and I've cut that bit off there. Oh my god, £25 for a new pair of wiper blades. The MOT's due, so what's a load of rubbish in it there. Don't they make some rubbish? But I don't even know what make they are these. I don't think they're Bosch. That's what you get, I suppose. But these have had an easy life. They just parked up most of the time, an hour drive, not moving, and they've just split and broke. I can't see any make on them at all. Right, well, never mind, life goes on. Now next to this caravan we have what I'd call the rude tree. I'll zoom in on it and turn it the other way up and see what you think. Right, so we made it back. So I've already replaced the wiper blade on this with a brand new blade instead of a complete new one of them, you see. So that's £6 odd, I think, from Amazon. Not bad, eh? And I've just redone this one as well. Took it off and put a new blade in that as well. The other one was absolutely shot. Yeah, so it's just clips back on now. So if we'd have got brand new wipers for that, it'd have cost about what, £26, I think. So that just clips back on there, and there we are, all done. So these are what they call 4-pack 26-inch rubber framed something or other. Oh, made in China. Well, what can you say? £6 odd. If we'd have bought new ones of these, £26 odd. So I saved myself a few quid there. Pretty good.
Come on, look at this. Bob, yeah, this is the nuts. Oh, swinge. The sideways approach.
Now there goes Ellen for her washing, and these next door, they've turned up and they've got this horrible big brown dog. I thought it was an XL bully dog to begin with. We're at Fortrose Bay if you want to know where we are. They put an hook in the floor and it's been barking at people going past. Well, these two little dogs came along with this bloke and it ran after them. It pulled it right after the ground it were barking and it went and attacked one of them. And he walked up there with them both holding it. And I think he is actually staying on the site down here. Now, you see what I mean? When I did my video about barking dogs, you always get them. And we've got one right at the side of us. This should be fun. I'll let you know how it pans out. Welcome to the Sahara Desert. We're about 300 miles from civilization. The temperature's 140. I've no water left. I feel as I'm dying. I just can't go on. Well, in actual fact, it is a bit nippy out here. There's a wind blowing. And this is Nairn Beach. The tide's well out. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Just to prove it can be nice in Scotland. Oh yes. There we are.